Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. My name is Deanna and today we'll be starting tutorial number 4 of my Dreamland Suitcase Mini Album. And we will go ahead and start with this page here. I had these little cutouts that came from the die cuts when they look like this. So they're from when I cut out the die. And I thought those would look cute in the corners here, so I'm going to go ahead and add those to each of the corners, and just to add a decorative element before I squish them or they get tossed aside or something. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll be starting the construction of page 2, 1, and 2, 2, and hopefully we'll get those done today, and pages 3, 1 and 3, 2. So there's only 3 pages altogether, and I call them 1 and 2 because the front and the back. So but it's actually only the 3 tunnels to make the pages. So we'll get this done, and then the next album I'll do is also going to be for my great niece, and it's going to be basically the same outside build, but we're going to change up the inside a little bit. So we'll start with the same base build and then change up all the inside stuff. So then she has 2 suitcase albums, which would be kind of fun. Hopefully she's got enough pictures to fill it in for. Hopefully my niece has enough pictures. I'm sure she does have enough pictures to fill it in for her. And then we will start on her little boys. All right. So we're going to go to, that came undone there. There we go. Page 2. So we'll start with this. So we're going to start with these little flips, and I will show you how I create one. Go ahead and set this off to the side a second till we need it. So the flips look like this. It's a flip, but it has like a booklet kind of segment to it. So I have taken, where's the first piece? You need 2 cut at 7 inches wide by 4 1/4 inches high, and then on the 7-inch edge, you're going to score at 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch. That gives us a 1/2 inch gusset. We're going to need that because this is going down first, and our other items will go underneath that, and we'll need that room. So this one is already constructed, so we're going to take our other one. And then in addition to that, you're going to cut 4 pieces that are 6 3/4 wide by the 4 1/4 high, and you're going to score them at 1/2 inch. 2 get placed on one of the ones with the gusset, and 2 get placed on the other one. So we're just going to go ahead and put some glue or tape, whatever you prefer, on your 1/2 inch hinge section there. And then we're going to line that up, and we're going to go up to where the 1/4 inch gusset is, so it's all squared off, and we're not going to interfere with that gusset. We're just going to make just like that. As you can see, there's our first score line, our second score line, our thing goes right up to there, so it's nice and squared on this section. We're going to go ahead and do the same to the second piece. You could add more if you wanted. Just keep doing the same thing and add more. I just figured I would have the 2 on each one. There we go. So we got 1, 2, and then we got a third one there. So you'll be able to get 6 pictures on there. And 6 pictures on there. Our next two, well, let's go ahead and add these so we can get those out of the way. One is going to be placed up on the upper left-hand corner, and one is going to be placed down in the lower right-hand corner. Get your ring. I think I want to stay about 1/2 of an inch up. Let's take a look here. Yeah, maybe about 1/2 an inch up. 3/4. Yeah, let's go ahead and go like 3/4 of an inch up. And see if I can get 3/4 of an inch down. Yeah, and then they'll just about be touching. Okay, so I'm going to get my gusset out of the way there, and I'm just going to put my glue on my 1/2 inch edge, and then I'm going to keep this flat so it's easier for me to attach it, and then I'll bring my gusset back in after. So it's going to look like I'm folding my 1/2 inch over. It's going to look like I have 1/4 of an inch length, just like that when I attach it down. So let me bring up my ruler. I'm going to line it up at 3/4 of an inch there, maybe. If it wants to stay there. There we go. That's pretty close. As long as I got an idea. Right, like so. Right along that right-hand edge there. There we go. Press it down. In here. There we go. And then when we put our gusset back in there. And that's upside, the writing is upside down, but that doesn't matter. The book will still work the same. Okay? I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to get my gusset out of the way. Put my glue on that 1/2 inch hinge. And it just makes it easier to flatten out that gusset when we glue on, so we're not scrunching it down or anything. Let's go ahead and again put the thing up there about 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to bring this in. And remember not to go past your line where your page attaches. You'll have that 1/4 of an inch there. Right here, you'll have that 1/4 of an inch that from your other hinge. You want to stay above that. You want to go just to where your page is attached onto the main hinge there. And that's all. So let me lift it up so you can see. All right. So there's your main hinge right here. And there is where your page is attached. Okay. It's harder to see on mine than it will be on yours. All right, so when those line up just like that, okay? And then we are going to attach 2 pieces. And these are, where's my measurements? So you're going to need 12 by 12 inch pieces to create these. So you're going to need a piece 9 1/8 inch wide by 10 inches high, and you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 5/8 of an inch, 4 7/8 of an inch, and 5 inch. So you'll have 1/4 of an inch gusset in your center, and you'll have 1/4 of an inch gusset on your edge. Okay, so I'm going to flatten that out. So I'm just again working with that 1/2 inch hinge, and use your preference. If you like using score tape, use score tape. If you like using glue, use the glue. If you prefer to use both, you go ahead and do that. Whatever you are comfortable with. Okay. Now you're going to hear the tractors. It might be a little noisy. They're still picking squash back here. It's a big field and they're in and out for several days, and looks like they're kicking it out pretty good today. They got the big machine in here and the other people. So all right. So just like that, we're going to get that gusset back in there. Perfect. Just like that. And then we're going to do the same to the side. And I'm leaving this tucked in just so it's out of my way. see, just got a little bit of my gusset. We'll wipe that off there. There we go. Okay. Bring that in to my other edge there. Line it up. Top and bottom. Looks good. Press it down. There we go. All right. So we will work on the, oh goodness, that's going to be pretty loud. All right. So that's almost like a gatefold that's going to open like that. So basically a gatefold, and then we have those two flips like that. And we'll add our attachments to that in a bit. All right. Side tutu. Now this is one of my favorites. It's one I got from Scrap Queen quite a while ago, and it is a pocket, two pockets or three pockets, and it's a flip. So let's go ahead and get started on this. This is the back pocket. So that is 7.5 by 11 inches. And on the 11-inch side, you're going to score that at a 1/2 inch on each end. That is your back pocket. Your second pocket, or your first pocket, however you want to call it, is, we'll call this pocket 1 and this pocket 2, because that's basically what it is. The third pocket's going to be behind here, but we'll get into that. So this one is 7 inches wide by 11 inches high, and on the 11-inch side, you're going to score it at a 1/2 inch on each end. And I'm saying high because it is going to lay this way, not this way, okay? So that's going to get attached to this one. So we can go ahead and do that. So let's attach pocket 1 to pocket 2. I'm just going to put my glue on my 1/2 inch hinge here, just like so. This is like one of my favorite things to do because it's easy and I can make it pretty much the size I want or need. So I like that aspect of it. When she made it, it was smaller, and I just keep, it seems like every time I make it bigger, but it always seems to work out nice for me, so I really like it. Now I did round the back, the last pocket there with my green crocodile, and so I just that top edge there. And then we're going to go ahead and put this, adhere our glue to second hinge here. There we go. Just like so. All right. Okay. Oops, I forgot. We're going to close this off. So I'm going to put some glue down along this bottom half here. Down along the bottom section. Right at the very bottom, because I forgot to do that. There we go. That is a pocket. We want to seal it off. Perfect. All right. Then you have two pieces. Got an abundance of glue on my fingers already. You have two pieces that are cut at 8.5 by 11. On your 11-inch side, you're going to score them at a 1/2 inch. 5.5, and then I always do the 1/2 inch, turn it, do a 1/2 inch, and then do my 5.5. Okay, so two of those, two 8.5 long. No, that can't be right. Oh, here we go. They're 8.5, two 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper. They're cut 7 inches wide, so they're 7 inches this way. Okay. So you're going to cut the 8.5 section into 7 inches. So they're going to be 7 inches wide by 11 inches long, 1/2 inch on each end, and then 5.5 down the center. Okay? And then you're going to score those in the shape of a funny W. So your two hinges will go down this way, and then, so it's like this. See? Just like that. All right? So they're both going to be that way. Or an M. I guess it would be an M. A funny M. Short-legged M's is what it is. So, just like that. All right? So we're going to come in here, and these get attached from the edge to the center. So let's go ahead and put glue on one of our 1/2 inch hinges. And both of those are exactly the same. Okay. All right. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to line this up at my top edge and my bottom edge. They both are 7 inches. And I'm going to put this here, just like that. And adhere that down. Okay. That should be adhered down pretty good. All right. We're going to come in with our next piece. And we're going to do the same thing. Just like this. Okay. And we're going to lay that right up against this one. And make sure we're lined up at the edges there also. Okay. Okay, just like that. Whoops, that one slid a little bit. Get back in there. Get back in there. All right. Perfect. There we go. All right. So then they'll look like this. See? Almost like the opening gatefold with hinges on the top. So now we're going to take our top piece, which is 7 inches wide by 10 inches high. And again, it's going to lay like this in the book. So what we want to do is put glue on both of these hinges here. Make sure they're down good and lined up the way they're supposed to be. Looks good. All right. So we're going to put glue on both of these, just like this. Now I used regular weight paper for this because I'm going to be adding decorative cardstock. But if you want, you can use heavyweight cardstock, like the 110 pound, and they'll be a lot stiffer. So we're going to come in here and we're going to line this up just like that. And press it down. We want that center down there. Just like that. Perfect. And we're going to press that center down where those hinges are. Okay. All right. Good. So we're going to put it in so that our pocket is facing out, because we're going to line this along the bottom. So then we'll have room to pull our tags and stuff out. If you're doing it on the right side, then you'd want to put it back the other way, just so your tags pull out easy. So as you can see, this opens like so and like so, and it is just a fun flip with lots of tags. All right, I'm going to remove this so it's out of the way. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put glue on my hinges. Glue along the bottom here, because it's a pocket. And then glue on this hinge. Just like that. Perfect. All right. And I'm going to come in here, and it's the same height as my book, but I want to stay within the parameters of that bottom of that page there where it's attached. And I'm gonna bring it back this way because this is a flatter area. Okay. Let's open these up here. I just want to be able to get to those edges. Good. All right. Just want to make sure it's attached good. Give it a good squeeze. There we go. So then this will flip up and it will flip down like so. See? So lots of room for more pictures. And I'm not sure if I'll put maybe magnets there. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put some magnets there because if I hold these two down, then this one won't go anywhere. So maybe I'll put magnets in there before we decorate. But it's got two nice pockets there. Okay. All right. For page 3, we have, you need, I'm going to find a place to sit these. For the first part, you're going to need a piece that is 7.5 inches wide by 4.5 inches high. You're going to score it at a 1/2 inch and at 1 inch. So we have a 1/2 inch gusset. Now this is going to be a pocket with a magnet. So I went ahead and got that ready. So this piece here is 5.5 inches high by 6.5 inches wide. You're going to score it on the 5.5 inch side at 1/2 inch, flip, and add another 1/2 inch. Now I didn't attach this yet because I wanted to, 1, get my magnet on, and 2, I want to punch a hole after I color. So this piece here, the decorative cardstock, is 4 3/8 high by 6 3/8 wide. And we're going to attach that right to there. Like I said, I want to do that because I want to punch my cutout all at once. So that's why I've got my decorative cardstock ready here. That is why. And this will be a cute little pocket flip, and it will help hold the everything in place. Okay. So we have about a 1/16 of an inch edge all the way around. So I wanted a little bit extra paper to show. All right, I'm going to put my other magnet there, I think. Did I glue that the right direction? No, I did not. I got to turn this around. This has got to be this way. Hang on. I need that magnet.